Welcome back to the Demon Slayer Gaming Channel. Today we're going to be continuing our Final Fantasy XIV Dungeon Guide series. We're going to be taking a look at the Great Gubal Library. The first pull you will have to do alone, as the door to the next area doesn't open up until they are defeated. And they do have cone AoEs that you will want to watch out for. Proceeding on in the next area, once you attack the unit, then several others will come alive. These new Inkhorn units will have large circular AoEs that will need to be avoided. The Falcons in the next group will have a cone AoE. After defeating the Merilith, we'll open up the passageway to the first boss. The Demon Tome is very similar to the previously Demon Book that we've encountered in an earlier dungeon. He does have a few different mechanics, but still retains the ones from the previous area also. So you'll want to make sure to not stand in the purple areas as they appear on the platform, and then avoid the circular blizzard AoE. The purple AoEs do a heavy effect, making it harder to dodge all the others, and the blizzard one will do a damage over time. When he casts Repel, he'll then start casting Disclosure. You need to move to the opposite side of him before this ability is done casting, or you will immediately die. If you can avoid this boss's abilities, then you shouldn't take much damage to this entire fight. Words of Winter will put ice on the entire platform, meaning whichever direction you move in, you're going to slide a set distance. So you'll need to use this whenever he does his next disclosure to slide past him. If you're not trying to get past him, then I would recommend trying to not move. So after the next repel, he'll do Words of Winter. You'll want to position yourself on the side so that you can then, with one or two moves, slide past him. From here, the fight will repeat its phases over and over again. As you can see, what I was saying earlier, he doesn't do a lot of damage. I'm able to finish him off from about a fourth of his HP to dead by myself, as the rest of my team had died. So as long as you are able to avoid all of his abilities, you should be able to easily beat this fight. After the boss is dead, you'll proceed through the other hall. These units will have circular AoEs, and then once you reach the page 64, this is a immobile unit that will continuously target one person, and they shoot beams through them that damages anyone in a line. So that person should try to position themselves so they're not lined up with any of the rest of the party members. The page 64 will not always target you, so I recommend trying to kill that first so that it limits the amount of damage that your team is taking. Once you reach the second boss, Biblos will again come out of a book. Out the fight, he'll target a single unit and cast head down on them. Everyone else will want to move out of the path that Biblos is going to take. He does do a tail smash, which is a cone AoE behind him, so your party members will want to stand on his sides preferably. When he jumps to the middle and becomes untargetable, you'll need to destroy the page 64 to cause a additional ad to spawn. Whichever party member this ad is tethered to will need to run to the opposite side of Biblos to get the ad to run to hit him. And this will knock him out of his immunity in the book. The whole time that he is immune in the book, he will be casting party-wide AoEs, so you want to get through that phase as soon as possible. When he comes out of the book, he'll cast Gale Cut, which will put AoEs around the room that will continuously damage people around them. When he gets down to about 35% HP, he will jump to the middle of the platform again and start casting the AoEs again. So you need to destroy the page 64 and then run the ad into the boss. For the next area, you'll have quite a few caster units. They don't purely stand there and cast, they will move some, so you can drag them, but it is going to be quite a process. It may be better to kill the imps first and then move on. The Scatinis will summon other units whenever you engage them. They also summon a tornado on the ground that will be continuous damage, so you'll want to move out of that. And then the Bibliocast have a Terror Eye ability, which is a circle AoE on the ground. After defeating the group at the bottom of the stairs, then the area for the final boss will open. For the final boss, there will be a bit of coordination needed between you and the rest of your party members. So it would be wise to maybe set up two-person teams. Say the tank and the healer go together and the two DPS go together, as at some point in the fight you will need to run together to deactivate the spheres around the room. If you do not deactivate them, it summons adds into the fight. Throughout the fight, he will mark two party members, then launch a purple orb at them. These orbs will continuously damage units around them. When he starts casting Void Call, he will activate all the platforms around the room. They need a number of units, party members, to stand in them equal to the number of blips that are lit in them. So for the first one, it's just going to be one person, so you can just run around the room kind of chaotically and deactivate all of them. The second time he does this, it will need two people in them. This is whenever you'll want the two-person teams going around, as 4 of the platforms will be activated, so it does take a bit of coordination to get them all deactivated in time. Units that are marked with the purple sphere AoEs will want to position themselves in between the platforms so that you can still reach the platforms without having to stand in their AoEs. After the second one, he will cast Deep Darkness, which everyone will need to move in, and then Magic Burst. It will be an AoE that everyone needs to move away. For the last Void Call, it required 3 units to stand in them, and so your entire team should just run toward them. From here, he'll repeat Magic Burst and Deep Darkness, so you need to alternate moving in and out. But this should be it for the Great Gubal Library. I hope this helps everyone out, and if it does, please make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel, and I will catch y'all in the next one.